Very good morning, all of you. We'll get into today's session. So, we have been looking at JavaX in order to create Notepad with the help of our swings. So, we'll try to continue with the same program in order to complete our Notepad in today's class. So, before we get into the program, we will now try to look at our basic instructions for today. So, the basic instructions for today are your training will be there from Monday to Saturday and from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. I repeat everybody, your training will be there from Monday to Saturday and from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, आपका सेशन मंडे से लेके सैटरडे तक होएगा और 11:30 बजे से लेके 1 बजे तक चलता रहेगा. मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, आपका सेशन मंडे से लेके सैटरडे तक होएगा और 11:30 से लेके 11:30 बजे से लेके 1 बजे तक चलता रहेगा. आपको जो भी क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे वे अपने अपने कैजला ग्रुप में पूछ सकते हो और ध्यान दीजिएगा कि आप सेशन के बाद और 5 बजे से पूछ रहे हो. आई रिपीट एवरीबडी, whatever the questions that you have it, you can put it in your respective Kaizala group so that we can answer them. And also ensure that you are asking us the questions after the session and before 5 p.m. I repeat, you are supposed to ask your questions after the session and before 5 p.m. And wherever it is required, we will give you the assignments and you are supposed to complete your assignments and send it back to us on time. I repeat everybody, you are supposed to complete your assignments and send it back to us on time. जहाँ पे ज़रूरत पड़ेगा हम लोग आपको असाइनमेंट देंगे और असाइनमेंट ऑन टाइम आपको सबमिट करना होगा. People who haven't registered till now are requested to complete your registration from the link shown on the screen. People who haven't completed the registration till now are requested to complete your registration from the link shown on the screen. अभी तक जो लोग अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं किया है वे अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन स्क्रीन पे दिया गया लिंक यूज करके रजिस्ट्रेशन कर सकते हैं. People who are registered with the help of this link will be shared with the practice exams and you can start your certification process because of this. ये लिंक पर रजिस्टर होने से आपको ये प्रैक्टिस एग्जाम्स और आपका सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. ये हमारा सर्टिफिकेशन का कंटेंट है. इसके सर्टिफिकेशन के अंदर हमारे 5 मॉड्यूल है. ये 5 मॉड्यूल का परसेंटेज यहाँ पे दिखाया जा रहा है. ये परसेंटेज जो दिखाया जा रहा है ये हमारा क्वेश्चंस का वेटेज है, यानी कितने क्वेश्चन इन कॉन्सेप्ट से आएंगे उसका वेटेज यहाँ पे दिखाया जा रहा है. If you look at this is the content of the certification that we are going to do it, and the certification has got 5 modules in the exam and all these 5 modules are given with a percentage beside it. The percentage beside the modules is addressing the number of questions that are coming in your exam from that particular module. That is, the weightage of the questions in the module is shown as percentage over here. And you are supposed to score a minimum percentage of 70% to clear your certification exam. आपको मिनिमम 70% स्कोर करना है ताकि अपना सर्टिफिकेशन एग्जाम आप क्लियर कर सके. एंड आप जो सर्टिफिकेशन एग्जाम कर रहे हैं उस सर्टिफिकेशन को हम लोग कहते हैं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टेक्नोलॉजी एसोसिएट. द सर्टिफिकेशन दैट यू आर डूइंग इट इज कॉल्ड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टेक्नोलॉजी एसोसिएट फ्रॉम माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शन टू प्रोग्रामिंग यूजिंग जावा. आप जो सर्टिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं वो सर्टिफिकेशन है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टेक्नोलॉजी एसोसिएट और आप सर्टिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं जावा में, यानी इंट्रोडक्शन टू प्रोग्रामिंग यूजिंग जावा. And we have already been into programming, and we have already started with applet and GUI programming. And in the GUI programming, we have been working with something called you have been working with something called your swings, and we have been creating something called your notepad. हम अपने प्रोग्रामिंग पे एप्लेट कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं और जीयूआई प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहे हैं, और जीयूआई प्रोग्रामिंग में हम लोग अपना नोटपैड क्रिएट कर रहे हैं स्विंग्स यूज करते हुए। और हम लोग कल यहाँ पे अपना प्रोग्राम स्टॉप किए थे जहाँ पे हम लोगों ने सेव और ओपन का लॉजिक क्रिएट किए हैं। वी हैव क्रिएटेड समथिंग कॉल्ड सेव एंड ओपन। नाउ वील हैव टू कंफर्म द स्टेटस ऑफ सेव एंड द फाइल। we'll have to save the status of the file, and we'll have to confirm saving your file, that is confirm dialog should be created, and then you have to open up a new file, and then we'll have to create the layout, that is we'll have to create the design of the notepad। हमको कई चीजें करनी है आज के दिन में। हम लोग we'll have to do three things। Let me open up and put it on the notepad। The first thing is confirm status, that is what is the status of document, and then we are supposed to do the save confirmation, and then third one we are supposed to design the notepad। These are the three things that we are left out in order to create the notepad। Now we'll complete these, and then we'll get into the execution of it। So now we will create another method, another separate method for our confirmation status। In order to do it, we will put it as void update update status, where we wanted to have the confirmation of it, where we wanted to put the status confirmation. So we'll put it as status, which is your update status, and we will create our method file temp comma boolean saved. Saved is what we have been using it. If you could remember the first variable that we have created yesterday, see your file saved. So we are using your file saved over here. Saved is a boolean variable that we are using it. Now we'll just come back here and we will try to write our code. It is your boolean variable saved. Now for this particular method, we'll just open it up, and here we will write it if saved, which means if it is true or false. If saved, saved is nothing but a boolean value. If it is true or false, if it is true, then we do something else, we will do something else. If true, that is if saved is a boolean value, if it is true, then we'll do something. If it is else, we will do something else. Now if assuming that if it is true, which means the saved is returning true, in that case we'll do it as this dot saved is set as true, which means the current variable is set as true in my local variable. Now after that I will put it as file name is equal to, we need to create a string, that is your new string. My file name is nothing but temp dot, we need to get the name of it. We will get the name of the file with the help of get name, get path. We have learned all of this with the help of file.io। जब हम लोग फाइल आईओ देख रहे थे तो वी हैव बीन लुकिंग एट द प्रॉपर्टीज एंड मेथड्स। हम लोग अपना प्रॉपर्टीज और मेथड्स देख रहे थे जब फाइल आईओ कर रहे थे। वी कैन गेट द फाइल वेरिएबल नेम डॉट गेट फाइल नेम, सो दैट हमको फाइल नेम आता था। सिमिलरली फाइल पाथ, एब्सोल्यूट पाथ, वी हैव बीन लुकिंग एट एब्सोल्यूट पाथ एंड ऑल, सो वी कैन गेट इट डायरेक्टली एज ए मेथड। हम लोग अपने फाइल आईओ में ये सारे कॉन्सेप्ट कर रहे थे। सो इफ यू कुड लुक एट, आई हैव टोल्ड यू, हम लोग जब जावा में बेसिक्स यूज कर रहे थे फॉर लूप्स और कंस्ट्रक्ट्स, व्हेन वी वर लर्निंग इट, आई वाज टेलिंग यू you need to concentrate more so that you use it in your files, you use it in your paint application and all। हम लोग अपना लूप्स को यूज कर रहे थे, कंस्ट्रक्ट्स को यूज कर रहे थे। in our applications that we are developing it. Now later on, when I was doing file, I was telling you, when you are learning file IO, it is very important that we should understand about how to write, how to read. That's the reason why we have seen multiple streams of your files. We have seen file input stream, file output stream, your streamed readers, buffered stream writers. We have been looking at readers, file writers. हम लोग इसलिए ये सब कुछ देख रहे थे बिकॉज वो सब हम लोग अपने रियल टाइम कोडिंग पे यूज करते हैं, जैसा अभी मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ. सो वी यूज ऑल ऑफ देम बिकॉज we learned all of them because we use it in real time and we should understand where to use what. इसलिए हम लोग ये एप्लीकेशन भी देख रहे हैं. So now we will just come back and do it. Now we are using something called get name. हम लोग अपना फाइल का नाम ले रहे हैं. And after that I am just checking if not temp can write. So if temp is not able to write, that is temp is not given with write permission, in that case I should only read it. In that case I'll call that file is only read only. This is my status confirmation, whether I can write it or whether I can read it. I am getting a confirmation. Now I will put it as, in the if statement I will put it as file name plus I wanted to concatenate plus equal to, I will mention it as read only because I cannot write it, I cannot edit it, I cannot make the changes. So I'll put it as file name, in brackets I will put it as read only. We have some files, if at all, once you open up your Word document, if you open up any file, say if you open up some file, then that location it is not there. If you open up any file, the first mode is it will be in readable mode. It is only in read only mode. We need to click on a button so that it gets converted into writable mode. That's how we will get it as read only in the brackets for the file name, comma I wanted to give it as new file flag should be made as true so that you are using it separately. So this is how we can give your file. This is how you can define your new flag. So I can just go ahead and I'll call this as a separate statement. I'll call it as your new flag file flag that we have created to ensure that this file is new or not. Whether you have opened up an existing file and working on it, in those kind of case we are using it as new flag file, which is made as true. And then after the if statement, after if it is not writable, then we do read only. If it is writable, then we can just go ahead and put it as your file name is equal to, that is I am writing in the if, in the outer if. This is inner if, this is outer if. In the outer if I am writing it as my file path, that is my file reference is equals to, I want to give a new file path, that is my temp. My temp is nothing but is my file that I'm accessing it. And then after that I wanted to open that and put it in my notepad. In order to do it, I'll call it as npd dot, I wanted to have it in the frame, that is f dot, I want to set the title. I will set my title, and the title that I want to set it is nothing but my file name, which will show me as read only, which will show me as read only. Once I wanted to set the title, I need to get my file name. So I'll put it as file name, so which I can put it as set title, which is file name plus, if you wanted to have your application title, you wanted to put a hyphen and you wanted to get the application title as your notepad and all, then you can put it as application title. This is how you can mention it. This is raising us error all the time, which we will get it rectified once our entire code is done. And after that, we wanted to give the status of it. In order to give the status, we'll put it as npd dot, we wanted to have the status bar for your notepad, status bar, which is an inbuilt option, status bar dot, I want to set the title. In the title, I want to get the file status. I want to get the file status. So I'll put it as file colon. I want to get the status by putting it as a temporary file, that is temp dot get path. You get the path of that entire file, and then you concatenate with the strings and save it as the file is opened or saved. The file is saved or opened successfully. Let me just fix this so that you can look at the code. Let me also just close this. So the file is saved or opened successfully. Once that status is updated, you get a status confirmation. Now once you get the status confirmation, I will immediately make my new flag file as false immediately, so that it is used, the task is performed. So which becomes it is not a new file now. Assume that this is false, which means my saved is false. If this variable is returning false, in that case I will execute my else statement. In that else statement, I will give the status as npd dot, the frame that I'm using it can be used with dot, I want to put it as status bar dot set text, and I wanted to set the text of it, which I can put it as failed to save or open. जैसा यहाँ पे सक्सेसफुली हो रहा है स्टेटस कंफर्मेशन, हियर वी आर गिविंग ए स्टेटस कंफर्मेशन विच इज नॉट सक्सेसफुल, and then we will put it as the file that we are using it plus your temp dot get path. The file path is mentioned over here saying that it is not open, the path is not open. This is how we use your if and else for your status update. We give a status confirmation whether the file is opened successfully or not opened successfully. This is how we do it. And after giving a status confirmation, then the next thing that you'll have to do is your confirmation of your save. So we are done with your first task for today. The status confirmation is done. Now you do the second task, that is your save confirmation. We wanted to confirm our save that we are doing it. In order to confirm it, you should have a dialog. जैसा हम लोग किसी फाइल को अगर सेव करना चाहते हैं, so we wanted to open up a Word document and wanted to save that. Once you wanted to save, or once you don't want to save also, then you will get a confirmation like this, whether you want to save or don't save. This confirmation dialog is what we are creating. Now earlier also we have created this dialog. If you remember, yesterday also we have created a dialog where we have created it if you want to save it. Now I am using it for confirmation of your save. अगर by mistake अगर you have clicked on close, then you should get a confirmation. In order to do it, we will again create a boolean method, boolean confirm save. जैसा हम लोग अपडेट स्टेटस कर रहे हैं, इसी तरह हम लोग confirmation save कर रहे हैं. So we will create this particular save method with the help of something called boolean type. Now I'll put it as the return type, where we have the boolean return type called as your confirm save method. Now here I will put it as string str message. I wanted to represent my message. I wanted to have my message which is represented in my confirm save. Now I wanted to represent it, so I will put it in my HTML, and then I will write it over here, the text in the text in the file, that is your file name, plus I wanted to make a inform that has been saved. The file has been, the text in the file name, file have been saved, sorry, have been changed. And then I will put it in the next line, that is your break, so that it goes to the next line. And after doing it, I wanted to put it in the next line. Do you want to make the changes? Do you want to save the changes? This is how we put the second content. After that, we now close our HTML. The representation content is closed. So this is how you get your string. I've got my string which is now represented. See, it is raising an error because this is a boolean type, so I should return the boolean value. Now I will, after creating this string, then I will now take my logic. If I will put it as not saved, not saved, which is if saved is not true. In that case, I will now just go ahead and put it my if logic, where int x equal to, I am taking a variable which is capturing an int variable, which I will put it as j option pane dot show confirmation dialog. I wanted to have a confirmation dialog which says this dot, which is my notepad. In the notepad I have got my frame, and in the for the frame I wanted to represent something called, let me just, I'm sorry, which has my notepad, which I can just go ahead and put it as, I'm sorry, we will now put it as this dot npd dot f, which is my frame that I wanted to have it. And after that I'll put it as comma, and then I wanted to pass my message. Message is my string message into this. And then I wanted to have my application title for this. And then I wanted to have my J option buttons, that is J option pane dot, I wanted to have the yes, no and cancel buttons. Yes, no and cancel option. This is what I wanted to have it in my return value. Now this return value will return me an integer value. Now if the integer value is returning an integer, if this returning value is an integer value, then I will compare that with whether it is a cancel option, whether you want to save or not. If you wanted to save, if you want to cancel, then I will now just go ahead and get this returned value, that is my x value. I will compare it with the options. Now I'll put it as if X that I am returning it because of this confirmation dialog, by clicking on something, some confirmation, I will compare that, मैं उसको compare करूंगा X से compare करके J option pane dot cancel option, the cancel option that I wanted to use it, in that I wanted to have cancel option. तो वो अभी क्या क्लिक किए हैं हम लोग, कैंसिल क्लिक किए हैं. So when we click on cancel, we will say return false because we are not saving it. Similarly, if we are trying to compare the same x value with the help of your J option, paint dot, we wanted to take either yes or we wanted to take it as your save file. In that case, we will put it as dot yes option. And then we are also checking that the save as method that we have used is not returning the true value. That is, save as file is one method that we have written yesterday. That file is not true. In that case also, we will return false. Otherwise, it will give me a true option. When it is otherwise, then immediately we'll have to go and say return true. If all these conditions are false, then obviously you are left with the final option where it is true. Now your method, the confirmation method, confirm save method, the error is removed because you are returning a false value here in this case. If it is a cancel, even though if the option is yes, if the file is not saved properly, if the file is not able to save it properly, then also you will return true. Then also you will return false, which means I'm not able to save in that folder. Because of some reason I'm not able to save in that particular folder. Because of that reason, we make it as false. If you are able to save it properly, and if at all you are not clicking on cancel button, in that case you return it as true. This is how you work with your save confirmation. So you have now written two methods. The first method is confirmation status of your file, how you have your file, that is the changes that you are making in your file, and also the saving confirmation, whatever you have written on the file, it is saved properly or not, that confirmation is given over here. And then we wanted to look at the new file creation also. So this was the third one that we are supposed to do. Now we have been working with something called open file, and we have been working with a save file with the confirmations. Now we'll try to create, open up and try to create a new file. In order to create a new file, we will create a new method. In order to create an open file, that is you want to open and create a new file. In order to do it, then we'll put it as void new file. I want to create my new file as a separate method. Now in this particular class, when I wanted to create a separate class, sorry, a separate method in the class that I have created, I want to create a separate method. इसके वजह से मेरा नया फाइल क्रिएट होगा। मैं इसके वजह से, इस मेथड के वजह से अपना नया फाइल, जैसा हम लोग नोटपैड पे क्रिएट करते हैं, से फाइल न्यू, जैसा हम लोग क्रिएट करते हैं, इसी तरह वी नीड टू हैव ए न्यू फाइल क्रिएटेड। इन ऑर्डर टू हैव दैट, फर्स्ट जैसा अब हम लोग यहाँ पे जब क्लिक कर रहे हैं, so you open up with a confirmation. Similarly, we will also have to write the similar kind of a code. Now first we'll have to, once what does it say? If not confirm save. If it is not confirm save, then simply say return. Return to the new file. Otherwise, then what is that we need to do is we will need to open up your file and then say your notepad dot your your text area dot set text, which should be made as empty, which should be made as empty, because your empty notepad, once you click on save, once you click on cancel, don't save or save, this logic we have already written it, हम लोग इसका logic already लिख लिए है। just a second, I'm sorry, there are notifications coming, right? यहाँ पे ये अगर समझो कि हम लोग डोंट सेव क्लिक कर लिए, तो ये हमारा नोटपैड ओपन हो जाएगा, अगर हमारा एम्प्टी आएगा यानी कुछ नहीं रहेगा। सो यहाँ पे एम्प्टी आ गया है। एंड इसके बाद मुझे यहाँ पे क्या चाहिए होगा, आई शुड शो इट एज अनटाइटल्ड और आई शुड शो इट एज माई फाइल। So I will now go ahead and give the title also, जैसा empty text अभी मिल गया है, और उसके बाद हमको देना होगा file name. That is, file name is given as equal to new string, and give the file name as my file. I want to give the name as my file in my application. And after that, I want to give the reference, that is your path. I will give it as equal to new file, which I wanted to create it, and I wanted to give the path as my file name into my path. And after that, I wanted to save it, whatever save that I wanted to have it, that I'll make it as saved equal to true, so that I can start saving all of it. And then I will make my new flag also true, because this is my new file that I'm creating it. And then I wanted to set the title of it. I wanted to reset the title of my document. In order to reset it, I'll put it as this dot npd dot your frame, that is f dot you wanted to set title. We will set the title as your file name that I wanted to use it, plus I want to give a hyphen symbol. I'm using it because just I want to get it like this. जैसा यहाँ पे मेरा notepad पे आ रहा है, I am getting it as file name hyphen notepad. I want to get the application name, application title. In order to get it, I will put it as plus application title. This is how I wanted to use it. I wanted to represent it. Now I have created my new file creation also. अभी तक मैंने तीन चीजें की है. File save as is one unit, open and as second unit, and third one is new. We have done file save as, we have done file save, we have done open, we have done new file. And then after these three things, we have done confirm status and we have done confirm save. We have done five things altogether right now. We have done three major things, that is your file save and save as, we have done file open, and we have done file new. And apart from these three things, we have done two more things additionally, that is your confirm save and your confirm file status. These are the two things that we have done. So altogether we are done with five methods that we have written yesterday and today. कल और आज के क्लास में हम लोग ये पांच चीजें किए हैं, जिसमें हम लोग फाइल को ओपन कर रहे थे, सेव कर रहे थे, सेव एज कर रहे थे, और नया फाइल को ओपन कर रहे थे, और जो फाइल रहेगा उसका स्टेटस अपडेट किए हैं, और उसका सेव भी कंफर्मेशन हम लोग किए हैं. अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, अपना नोटपैड क्रिएट करेंगे. वी विल ट्राई टू क्रिएट आवर ओन नोटपैड इन ए सेपरेट क्लास called notepad class. Now we'll just put it as public class notepad, and I will implement it. I'm implementing something called action listener, and then I'm implementing something called menu constants. Menu constants. So we have the menu constants that are available, which are not shown up here. So we can just go ahead and put it as menu constants, which are not available as of now in the available library. So the 1.8 library that I'm using with my IntelliJ IDE is not giving all of this. If this is not giving it, I have written all of this code assuming we will get this menu constants. If the menu constants are not available, then whatever this application title will try to give me the same error continuously. As of now, I'm keeping it as such. Later we will talk about this. As of now, we will open it up and we will create a class. Now once we create this class and go to the top of it, see wherever you have written something called notepad. See notepad. P is given capital. Once you make it as notepad small, then see the error is removed. Intentionally, it is used as such. Similarly, the variable that is created here, see if at all you make it small, then see you have got the private variable notepad that is created. So depending upon the usage that you wanted, you can create it. So I'm keeping it as notepad only, that is npd capital only, so that we will make the changes once we complete everything. So I'll call it as notepad npd only for the time being. Later we will make all the necessary changes. Later we will make all the necessary changes once we get into it. And after that we will now just go back and try to create our class. In the class, in the class that I wanted to create, I will call it as my JFrame F. Now once I define it, see this F is used everywhere. But see my NPD is not shown. My F is not raising, is still raising me an error, because once I go back to my top where I make it as notepad as small, that is NPD, notepad NPD. Then once I just go back here, wherever I have this F as an error, see this F as an error, that error is removed. So this is how you work with your notepad, where you create your frame now. Now that error is removed. And after creating your frame, I wanted to create JFrame, which is nothing but your JFrame text area. We'll call it as text area TA. Once I create it, see the error of text area is also removed. जब मैं यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट एरिया क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ, जब मैं टेक्स्ट एरिया क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ, सी यहाँ पे जो रेड कलर पे है, जब मैं वो टेक्स्ट एरिया क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ टीए, सी इमीडिएटली ये टेक्स्ट एरिया का एरर रिमूव हो जा रहा है. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द एरर्स आर रेक्टिफाइड. See the remaining errors that I have it are with respect to application title and my filter, which are my menu constants. So I'm not able to get them here, because of which I'm getting my errors. I'm getting my errors because I'm not able to get my menu constants, which we will do it. But before that, we will now write our remaining code. I'll put it as JLabel, and JLabel we will give the name as status bar. See, once we define it, then the status bar errors that we had it earlier. See, once you go to your top, it will show us status bar as error. See, status bar is shown with the error. वंस हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टेटस बार जब डिक्लेयर करते हैं, हमारा यूआई में जब भी हम लोग अपना स्टेटस बार को डिक्लेयर करते हैं, तो जब यहाँ पे वापस चले जाते हैं तो हमारा स्टेटस बार का एरर निकल गया है. सो दिस इज हाउ यू क्रिएट एवरीथिंग. वंस यू क्रिएट द यूजर इंटरफेस, आपका एरर्स पूरा क्लियर हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज यू आर क्रिएटिंग द यूजर इंटरफेस. नाउ द यूजर इंटरफेस इज क्रिएटेड. Now we wanted to go ahead and have the file name by default. So the notepad file name मुझे भी default create करना है. I'll call it as private string that I wanted to use it called file name. I wanted to use my file name variable. I wanted to give it as my file as the file name. So I've got it as private variable that I'm creating in my notepad class called file name, which can be used in other classes because of its properties. Now I'll just go ahead and put it as private boolean. I wanted to create a variable called saved. Whatever I'm using it here, the saved variable, that is not belonging to my earlier class, but for it belongs to a class that I'm using it called notepad. I will call this as equal to, by default I'll put it as true, because I want to save everything by default. And then I wanted to put it as string I wanted to have the application name I wanted to use it, and the application name that I wanted to use it is my notepad. I will put it as my notepad. This is my application name. And then I wanted to search the strings or replace the strings that I wanted to use it. In that case, I'll put it as string, and then I will put it as search string, which I've been using it in other classes, and then replace string. This is how I use my variables that I wanted to declare in my notepad class. And then after that, I want to get the index of what I'm searching it. Index will be a number, so I'm taking it as index last search index, last search index, which is nothing but whatever I've searched last. That index is stored, which we will call it as last search index. So this is how you've got your integer value. Now I wanted to handle my files. That is, I want to open up my files and wanted to work on it. In order to do it, I will create file operation, and I will call this variable as file handler. I wanted to handle my file, so I'll put it as file handler. And then I wanted to choose my font. I want to find something. I want to choose color. I want to choose my background color, foreground color. I want to choose my dialog colors, dialog background color, foreground color. For all of that, we take the dialogs by default as null. So I'll put it as font chooser, font chooser. So I'm not able to get the support of it. We will put it as font chooser, font dialog equal to null. Similarly, I wanted all the other choosers also. Say I want find dialog, and then I wanted to put it as find replace dialog. I'll put it as find replace. Let me put this as capital replace dialog. I have this find replace dialog which I wanted to have it, and then I wanted to ensure this also as null by default. And then this I'll put it as find replace dialog, find dialog. And then after that, we now try to create our J color chooser where it will choose your colors. So we could put it as J color chooser, which is background color chooser, background color chooser. We'll put it as equal to null. Similarly, we wanted all the other choosers like your uh, color chooser again for your foreground color, background color, foreground again for the dialog colors. We wanted to have all of it by default. We'll put it as J color chooser. Similarly, we'll put J color chooser again. We have used it for background. Now we'll use it for foreground color. So we'll call it as foreground color dialog, or we'll put it as chooser equal to null. And then we will open it up and use it something called your J dialog, which is your background color, background of your dialog. background dialog equal to null. Similarly, I wanted to have it for my J dialog again. Similarly, for your foreground color, we'll put it as foreground dialog equal to null. So we'll put it all null for all the default dialogs. And then I wanted to have the menu items like J menu item, and then after that J menu item, and then I will call that item as cut item, and then I will take up the same item as copy item. It is like int a, int b, int c. Similarly, I'm using the same item for cut, copy, and then delete item. Similarly, I want it for find item. I am considering the menu items. Find item, and then find next item. It's similar to your int I comma j comma k comma, you write multiple variables, no? Similarly, we try to create all of this. Similarly, we wanted to put replace item. So we'll put it as replace item. Similarly, we'll put it as go to item. Similarly, we wanted to have it as your select all item. Select all item. So this is how you take multiple items in your dialog. And now we have declared all of this. Till now we have only declared, we have understood what is that we would need. Here if you could look at, there is your menu constants which I am not getting it. Because of that there is an error, and also action listener event is also not created. Because of that we have got some errors, but which we will get it clarified once we get down the line. We wanted to put our notepad constructor over here. In the constructor we will try to create our logic and call it in my main method. We try to complete our design in the constructor and call it in my main method. So we will now write our constructor over here. In the constructor, I will use my frame, that is f equal to new jframe, and then I wanted to have the title of it. That is, I wanted to have the title as file name, plus I can give a hyphen and call it again. I'll put as plus, and I'll call it as application name. See, I am able to get it now because of the string that I have created it. So I'm calling it as application name, which is my file. Got it? And after that, I can just go ahead and put it as, now the frame is created, which is nothing but your file name hyphen application name, which is my notepad. And then after that, we wanted to have the size of it, say TA, which is a text area size. I'll put it as equal to new text area, which is your J text area, and that should be given with the size. I will give it as 30 comma 60 as the size of my text area by default. And then I wanted my status bar. Status bar is nothing but a label, which is my J label. I will create my J label, and then I wanted to display with the option, the default option like this. And then I wanted to represent the lines and the columns. So ln1 by default, comma cl1 by default as your columns. COL, so that it represents good. Then I will now put it as my layout. in my layout, I'll put it as J label, and then I want to put it towards my right. So it will be there placed across my right in my label. In the status bar label, it will be placed towards your right at the end. And then after that, I will put it as f dot, which is my frame dot. I want to add all the items into it. What is that I need to add? For the frame, I need to have the scroll pan. I've told you we need the scroll pan towards your right. So we will put it your right, your borders that you wanted to create. Depending upon the requirement, you can just go ahead and create it. Now I wanted to have my new JScroll pan. Pan is nothing but is a panel where you have the content. Now in the content, I wanted to have my text area TA. And then after that, I want to use my border layout. And in the border layout, I wanted to have this text box exactly placed at the center. So I will use it as center. I will put it in the center. Now, if you could look at whatever we are doing it here is we are trying to create that layout. मेरा नोटपैड का ये लेआउट बना रहा है. अभी ये जो है टेक्स्ट एरिया जो है जहाँ पे हम लोग लिखते हैं ये सेंटर पे होना चाहिए और इसके ऊपर ये चाहिए होगा फाइल मेन्यू ऑप्शन. राइट पे आपको ये स्क्रॉल बार चाहिए होगा और बॉटम पे भी आपको स्क्रॉल बार चाहिए होगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट योर line 1 and your column 6 that you are representing it, right? So now we will just come back here. Once we have this particular option, now we wanted to add the frame again, that is frame dot add. And then now we wanted to have the status bar. Status bar kahan pe hai? Status bar is at the bottom. Now we just go back and add our new status bar, that is which is already created, called status bar, which is a label that I wanted to add it, and I should place it at the south, at the bottom. So I'll put it as border layout dot I want to put it at the south so that it will be at the bottom. And after having it at the bottom, now I want to add my scroll bar, that is I want to scroll it up, then that can also be kept. And before putting that, I wanted to have something called my new label, which is an empty label which is kept at my east and west, that is my left and right. In order to do it, I'll put it as my new label, new J label that I want to create into my border frame, which I'll put it as empty. And then I want to give a space over here, use it as, I'm sorry, we'll have to put a comma over here, and then you are supposed to give the border layout dot I'm putting it as east, which is my towards my left, and once I put it as dot west, you will have it towards your right. So we have it towards your left and right as your J label, and then you open it up and give an empty text. Oh, I've put it twice. Your J label, and the J label is given with a text which is an empty text, and then you are giving the border layout, so we'll put it as border layout dot we want to put it at the west, so that you are done with your task. See, your addition of the label is done on both your west and east. And now I wanted to have the menu bar, the top menu bar that I wanted to have it. In order to have it, I will put it as create a method called create menu bar. We'll call it as a separate method. And then we wanted to add something called f dot pack, which will pack my frame. And after that, I will use it as f dot I wanted to set my location. So the location that I wanted to have it in the frame is given with the x-axis and the y-axis. and then I wanted to set the visibility of it, which I am setting it as f dot set visible, which is made as true. ये सब हम लोग कर रहे थे, हम लोग ये एप्लेट में भी कर रहे थे, देन हम लोग अपना जो भी यूआई कर रहे थे स्विंग्स को यूज करके वी वर डूइंग ऑल ऑफ दिस. Now, after making this also as true, now we will just go back and make the location also. We set the location of your frame, which you can set it as f dot set location. We will put it as 150 comma 50 of it, which is being updated, and then we are putting it as after visible. After visible, I'm updating it. Then it is made as 150, and then we will put it as f dot set default close operation. That is, whenever you close on it, what is that you wanted to do? So we will put it as set default close operation, which we wanted to do it as JFrame that we have it, that should do nothing but for close. We'll have to put it as do nothing on close. We don't want to do anything, just wanted to close it. This is a default operation that we wanted to have. And after that, I wanted to open up my file handler. That is file handler equal to new file operation that I wanted to perform, and that should be given with this, where this notepad is being utilized. This is how you create your notepad. Now we will try to add something called your TA that we are using it should be given with your text area that we are using it should be given with some properties, which we will do it after taking a break. Now we need to give some properties to your text area, that is your notepad content area, where you need to give some properties, and we should give some events, that is methods, the listener methods, all that we need to create. Now after the break we will do all of that in order to complete it, राइट. सो हम लोग अपने जो टेक्स्ट एरिया होता है जहाँ पे हम लोग टेक्स्ट देते हैं उनको कुछ मेथड्स देना होगा, वो मेथड्स देंगे हम लोग. और हम अब 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेंगे जिस पे हम लोग अपना अटेंडेंस देंगे. अटेंडेंस के बाद हम लोग बाकी का कंप्लीट करेंगे. सो वी विल कंटिन्यू टू क्रिएट द एक्शंस एंड वी विल ट्राई टू क्रिएट few more layout controls, and then we finish our notepad today. But before that, we take a short break, and in a short break, I would request everybody to give your attendance. सब लोग अपना attendance दे दो आज, और बाकी का जो बचा हुआ है, जो methods create करना है, actions create करना है, वो हम लोग करेंगे, और उसके बाद हम लोग अपना notepad execution करेंगे, right? Meanwhile, सब लोग अपना attendance दे दीजिएगा. So guys, we'll continue now. Hope everybody have given your attendance. Now we'll just continue with it, where we will now try to look at the code in order to uh, create some kind of action items. That is, we wanted to create some methods which will help us in order to work with your notepad. That is, the notepad के ऊपर जो भी अगर क्लिक करेंगे या फिर ड्रैग करेंगे, सो इन सब चीज़ों के लिए, यानी हमारा जो लाइन नंबर होगा, हमारा कितने जितने कैरेक्टर्स होंगे, वो सब चीज़ों को हम लोगों को काउंट करके वापस करने के लिए, जैसा स्टेटस में यहाँ पे दिखाएगा नोटपैड में. In the notepad, you get the status. See, once you move your cursor, see, you will have your status here. Line 5, your column 1. So it will give you line 2, column 1. It will give you all of that. So in order to get that status, हमारा जो text area है, उसके लिए कुछ events add करना होगा. In order to add it, we will now just go ahead and put it in the notepad. Within the notepad constructor, we will try to continue using it with the help of something called ta dot. We wanted to add our care listener, so we'll put it as add care listener. In this add care listener, we will try to add new. We will just open this up and we will try to put it as your new care listener. In that, we wanted to define it. So in the care listener, by default, there are some overridden things. As of now, it is not updated. Now we should update this. So by default, ये method आ गया है. Now in this, we need to update it. See, by default, you have a caret event listed out here. Now in this caret event, I wanted to perform an action here. So where I wanted to update my int line number, I'll put it as line small, line number equals to 0, and similarly column equal to 0, and then I wanted to put my position also equal to 0. And after doing it, now I wanted to see, ensure that there is no error coming up. If the error is coming up, then I am raising with a try catch exception. Now I am putting it as position is equals to text area dot your get caret position. So it will give us the cursor position. So this is how we get it, caret position. And then we will take up line number equal to ta dot get line of offset. This will give me the number of the line number. So where is my line? If at all I am in the first line, I am in the second line, this will give me the line number where my cursor is available. It will give me the line number where my cursor is available. Line number equals to ta dot get line offset for the position. Then after that, it is raising an error because there is a chance of getting an error. So once we raise the exception, then it will be gone. So similarly, I'll put it as column number, which is written as column equal to, I want to get the position dot, I want to get the text area, which is ta dot, I wanted to get the line start off. So I want to get position dot, why it is not showing me? Oh, because of that error, it is not allowing me. Ta dot, otherwise we'll put it as po pos hyphen ta dot, we wanted to put it as your get line start off should be there, line start offset. This is what we need to use it in order to get the line column number, which means I want to get the column number, that is one by one, that is whatever the whatever whenever I move it. See, in the line, whenever I move, then it will change the column values. See, once I move right, it increases. The column is becoming 4, the column is becoming 5. Here, if you could look at it, whenever I move towards my left, it decreases. Whenever I move towards right, it increases. So that's how, in order to get the column positioning, you are using your line number, and which says it is get line start offset. Whenever you move, it gives you offset, starting offset from where you are working it. So that's how you can use something called ta dot get line start off position. So once we have got this, now there is an error coming up because of this exception. So we'll put it as my catch, and in the catch I will give it as exception e, and then I will have my exception created. See, the error is removed. Once the exception E is created, error is removed. My exception E is now raising an error because this E should be handled. It should be handled. In order to handle it, you can just go ahead and put it as if TA dot, that is not utilized, that is exception E is not utilized, because of which it is raising us with an error. So you can just go ahead and put it as, you instead of writing anything, I can just put it as system dot out dot println, and we will use our E over here. Once you write it, your exception E, so whatever the error is there, that error will be displayed over here. So now once the exception is over, once the method is created, then after that you now try to create the action listener. So once your caret listener is created, after the caret listener, we will now try to create the document listener. So we will put it as, or otherwise we'll put it as exception ex, because this error is showing because we are using your event E. Your event E was used somewhere, so it is raising an error. So I'm putting it as EX for the time being. See, your character event E is used, because of which it is an error. So once I come back here, now I will put it up. Your document listener, which is used for working with the document, whether it is changed, whether something is updated, all that will be captured by your document listener. Then the document listener, my listener equal to new document listener. And as we have this document listener, again the listener has some kind of overridden things, like how do you want to update, how do you want to make the how do you want to update, how do you want to remove some update, how do you want to insert some update. You have all of them created. See, you have got multiple things that are created. Say insert update, your remove update, and your change update are given over here. Now in this you will put it as our file handler, whatever our file handler that is there, we will make it as dot saved equal to false, so that that will not be affecting. So similarly here we'll put it as file handler dot saved equal to false. That's how it gets created within the method. Got it? Similarly for the third overridden method also. See, it is generated by default. These are the inbuilt properties that we are using it. So similarly, we will use it for your change update also. We will make it as your file handler dot saved equal to false, so that we whatever the changes that are created are not reflected. And once that is over, then we will put a semicolon and get into it. As we have created your document listener, similarly caret listener, and then we wanted to now add all of them to your text area. So we will put it as text area dot get document that we are using it, and also we wanted to get it with the help of your listener, the listener that we have created right now. Your document listener, which is my listener, is added. This is how you have added your listener to your text area. The document properties are applied. So till now text area is like a text box with multi-line. Now the text area is working like your document. All the updates, insertions, all of those are monitored like your document. And then after that, I'm just going and using it like a window. Now it should also become like a window, like this kind of a window. It should work like window. Now this is called window, no? Your in file explorer is a window, file window, folder window, you call it. So similarly, to have that window, we will now just go ahead and put it your window listener that you wanted. We can create our window listener for us, which we create window listener, which we call it as frame close, so that it is closing as per the like a window for us. So we'll put it as equal to new window adapter. So you have got a new window adapter which is available in your Java, which you can use it. I have got my window adapter which is currently empty. Now I wanted to get it when it is closing. In order to do it, I will now just go ahead and create a method. In this, I will call it as my public void. I've got a window method that is available which is obtained while closing. Then I'll pick this up. See, you have got this method called window closing method. In this, I will now take out this code and I will put it as, this is a default code that I'm getting it, that I will delete and put it as if file handler, that is the file handler that you have created earlier, that we need to have a confirmation, that is your confirm save should be used with that, and then you will have to exit. Then you will put it as your system dot exit, so that you exit from your application, so that you exit from your application within no time, so immediately you execute out of it. So this is how you write your window listener. So three things that we are writing it right now. The first one, we have used caret listener. Caret listener is mouse listener. So the cursor listener is being obtained. And then the second one, we have made that as a document listener. And then we have made that like a window listener also. So we have got our window also that got added now. After that, now what we will do, we will try to also write your find logic and then the action performed logic. With that, we will be finished with our code. So we'll have to write a very big if logic. You would have never written such a big if logic. So you will have to write multiple conditions so that you save everything, you perform your task properly. Before getting into it, we will now try to look at the first one, that is your go to, where finding the word. If you wanted to find a word, we use go to, right? If you wanted to find something, we use control F. This go to is being utilized. In order to do it, we will now just go ahead and put it called void go to method. Void go to method, and in this method, I wanted to have it as, and after this, what is that we wanted to do is we need to just go ahead one by one in order to find the line. One by one, we'll have to find it one by one and try to get that word that you are finding it. In order to get it, in order to create it, I'll put it int line number equal to 0 by default. Why is it giving me an error? I'm using a method called void goto. What is the error? It says it is expected. Why it is expected? Say we'll put it as public. Okay, let's see. First we'll write our code, then we'll talk about why that error is raised. So after that, we will now just go ahead and put it as line number equals to ta dot get line offset. And in this, I want to get it as ta dot, I want to get caret position. And once I get the caret position, I should increment it by 1 because by default it is 0. So I should increment it. So I'll put it as equals to 1. So this is how I'm using my get offset. Now I'm using try here. So once I write the exception, the error will be removed. Similarly, I'm taking a string which is used for temporary purpose. So I'm calling it as temporary str equals to, I'm using J option which is used to find something. So I'll put it as J option dot show input dialog so that it will show the input dialog. Show input dialog. And in this input dialog, I want to pass my frame and then I wanted to give the message as enter the line number. I wanted to enter my line number over here. Once I enter my line number, then I'm supposed to get my line number which is updated and I will use it over here. So whatever the line number that I have declared it on the top, that we will try to use it over here plus line number. All right. Now after this, we will now just go back and put it if my logic that I'm writing it, that is nothing but my temporary string that I'm using it, is equal to null, which is nothing, then in that case we will have to say return because we don't want to perform any action in this case. So we'll say return. Otherwise, the line number that I'm using it will be converted into integer. That is in that parts, whatever the temporary string that I'm taking it, that will be converted into integer. And whatever I have it, that should be returned. So I'll put it as setchar position. And that position is nothing but ta dot get line count at the start of it, and then I will call it as line number minus 1 because by default we are adding it here. So to go back to that position, we are subtracting it. After that we will, it is number, and once we just come back here, see the code is line number alone. That's it. And after that, it is these things are raising errors because we need to give the catch. Once we give it as catch, and once we write it as exception E, and gone. See, we will put it as exception. So we will put it as system dot out dot println. We will give it as E in this. Whatever the error that we get it can be captured over here. So अभी हमारा method भी हो गया है. We have written our search method also. We have written our go to method also. Now is the biggest challenge which we will break our class here. Reason being, we have to write the very important if ladder. एक बड़ा सा if ladder बनेगा जहाँ पे हम लोग अपना टेक्स्ट को वेरीफाई करते जाते हैं, अपना फाइल ऑप्शंस को कि वो फाइल सेव हुआ है कि नहीं, फाइल सेव एज हुआ है कि नहीं, हर एक चीज को हम लोग चेक करते जाते हैं. We'll try to go ahead and look at whether the file is exited or not, and then we will try to write it. So the multiple conditions that we'll have to do, else if करते बहुत सारे else if आपको डालना होगा. So we will not do it half of it. We will do all that in tomorrow's class to write a very big if logic. And before getting into that, कुछ छोटे चीजें हैं जैसा कि हम लोगों को बैकग्राउंड कलर सेट करना है. We need to set the background color of your control. In order to do it, we will do that particular example today. So इसके बाद जब हम लोग अपना ये मेथड लिख लिए, मेथड के बाद हम लोग अपना बैकग्राउंड सेट करेंगे. In order to set the background, I'll put it as show background. Show BACKG. So this is what we have created today. We have created our dialogues. Where are those dialogues? Dialogues are on the top. See, we have created your color choosers and we have created dialogues. Now we wanted to set the background color to it. In order to set the background color, you need to have that method defined. So we will now try to define those methods. So the method definition is given as show background color dialog. Color dialog. In order to use it, now what we will do, we will try to pick up a color, that is we will try to use our background color chooser variable that we have created. So we will put it as b color chooser is equal to null, which means you haven't selected it. To again open up your color, if you have not picked up, then you will have to open up. Then you will say your back color chooser equal to, we will say new J color chooser. This is how you open it up. And at the same time, if your background is also not done, in that case also we will put it if your background dialog is equal to null. In this case also have to make it as your background color dialog equal to new J color chooser dot, we need to open up your dialog where you say create dialog. Not have to put it, you have to put it create dialog. So this is how you create your dialog. Now all these will give you will erase your errors because you need to implement the kind of you should pass the parameters into it. So in order to pass the parameter into it, I will just come back and put it notepad npd that I am using it, that is notepad dot this dot f, that is nothing but your frame that you are working on, and then we give a comma, and then we write it format background or format ground comma false comma b color chooser comma new action listener. So the action listener that we wanted to create can be created again over here. I wanted to start off my action listener here itself, which I can put it as again public void the method that I wanted to perform, that is your action performed, can be written here itself, where you used your action event, which we call it as event, and in this we will open it up and put it as notepad dot this dot ta dot set background. In this we pass the color as b color chooser dot get color. So this is how we create your entire logic, and then you set it as visible, and then you can just go ahead and put it as your visible. You can make it as set visible equal to true for your background dialog. Similarly, the same logic should be used for your foreground also in order to create the color dialog. Otherwise, instead of creating the color dialog, you can directly choose your color. You can directly give it as color chooser dot the color that you wanted, that can also be applied as such. Right? So this is what we have it, and tomorrow we will continue with the remaining logic. There is again a very big logic again for your main text area, which will be again, it will take some half an hour's time in tomorrow's class also, so that we'll finish off your notepad completely. So which will exactly look like your professional notepad. एक नॉर्मल छोटा सा नोटपैड की तरह नहीं रहेगा. Exactly it will be like your notepad that we are opening it up. Almost it will work with a similar kind of logic. That's an advantage that we are, that is what we wanted to have it. We all of us should be professional. We wanted to learn all of these logics, at least understand. If it is if you're not able to understand this, I will send this program again in your group. Once we complete the complete program tomorrow, we will send it to you in your group. Please go ahead and look at every code, every line one by one. Understand in detail. If still there is a question, you're not able to understand what is J option pane, why we are using show input dialog. If you are not able to understand it, please come back and tell us. Then obviously we can help you out in understanding all of it. Right? Thank you so much, all of you. Thanks for listening to me. Tomorrow we'll complete our notepad, and there are some very, very interesting announcements that we will do it tomorrow. Then we will learn more. Right? Thank you so much. Thanks for joining the session. We will connect again at same time tomorrow. Thank you so much.